As you may know, BSG did an exhibition of their newest standalone game, Tarkov Arena, at Gamescom in Germany, and I got to test and see Arena for about 2 hours together with international and local content creators, which you are going to see throughout the video, and with BSG team and press members. This video is a showcase of this special event focused on Arena, with footage of Nikita and other devs talking about the project, with in-game bits showing off the players in arena raids and photos with different parts of the game. Short disclaimer, although I had plenty of video/audio gear with me, I was not informed on how the event was exactly supposed to be unwrapped, so I did not have time to clip a mic, an external mic to Nikita while he was talking, for example, nor I realized that my Insta360X3 was not the perfect camera for indoor shooting, and also that internal light was not the best one. Even the photos came oversaturated from so much light. So what you hear is the audio coming from my Insta360X3, and I apologize for any reflections or artifacts you may see during editing. I will try to enhance the audio or add subtitles if necessary. Forgive me if a word is not intelligible. But I am sure though you are not here for graphical excellence, but for finding out what is this arena thing. A little bit of background, BSG and other dev companies had one public booth guarded by these guys, not the ones in the middle, that's me with my daughter and the main EFT boss Nikita. So they had a public booth and a private booth for BSG crew and VIPs, where the arena showcase has been done. I will do a full Gamescom video where I will show more of everything. This video is about arena. Just sub and tap the bell if you want to see the next one. So every group of testers had around 1 hour of testing the game, short Q&A section included, but due to the fact that we were the last ones, we had about 2 hours. Again, for more details, check the full Gamescom review I will do very soon here. This one is only explaining Arena, and I am going to start with what Arena actually is, and the definition comes from Nikita himself. Then we will check visuals, performance, our little Q&A, release date, and more.
Session-based multiplayer game. It's based on escape mechanics, and it consists of different kind of things that you're all familiar with. Common shooters, common multiplayer shooters, like game modes, and so on.
The main menu of this build looks like this, and as you can see, not all options were available. The main screen shows some stats and the usual EFT group settings, together with 2 new icons on the left. In our case, the stats were not real, or this is what I believe. We were playing a testing build. You cannot see and appreciate the visuals of the main menu from this picture due to oversaturation and all that, but I saw a fresh looking game, vivid with motion and very appealing. You can see more of this during the Q&A at the end of the video. The game is open in the background behind Nikita, and it just looks awesome. I believe that right from the start you will love it. Let's listen to a bit more of Nikita's intro.
Next one. The basic concept is presets. You have different presets. You need to unlock them in different cases, with different requisites. Area, preset, gear, and inventory. The next one. As you can see, it's the same as an EFT. Everything is an EFT 100%. Once again, I say that it's not like Arena is not simplified version of EFT. It's just another game. All of the hardcoreness, all of the parameters and everything are 100% from EFT. The next one. Even the damage mechanics, parameters, ammunition, it's all the same, 100%. Next one. And next one. Yeah, perfect presentation. So we have 2 gameplay modes available right now. There will be more and more, of course. First of it called Shootout. It's like tournament, and the team fight is more like team deathmatch. With a little difference, you need to capture point. eventually. But it'll give you the minimum round. Yeah, there's a description, short description. And the last thing to mention that we all heard that it's kind of related to esports and everything, that we want to make the esports composable, not only in technical terms and networking and stuff, but also with the help of tools that we are creating for that. So we plan to host majors, and the good thing is that you will have an option, or any third parties have an option to actually create your own tournaments. The vast majority of different parameters and stuff to create fully customizable tournaments. And also we want to make our own branded event called Tarkov, but the information will be later about it. And actually this is it. Like the short briefing before you actually will play arena. Guys will help you out, Sergey will help you out to describe everything that you need to know right now. Thank you for coming. Enjoy.
The top option, presets, gives you an insight of what is currently available. Please keep in mind that this is a test build, so multiple things are already unlocked for us. It will not look like this the first raids you play. All these are standard loadouts, and at the time of testing we couldn't change nor customize them, nor we were able to play with our EFT main account. These were test accounts. The upper presets were simple, but the more you went down, the more gear you were able to get. For example, the guys played with Ash 12, face shielded helmet and level 5 defender at some point, or I got to play with 762, 39 BP and a mutant. But I do have to say that the devs told us which gear set from which one of the rows we should choose and play with. When you play the game, that will not happen, obviously, but I presume you won't have everything from the beginning. Imagine you picking the level 5 defender all the time and the enemy the P.E.K.K.A. This is something we did not understand fully. More on this presets will be shown in the future, I guess. Once we chose a gear set, there was no way around of changing it. I went with the shotgun by mistake in my first raid because I did not know there was a visualize kit button. This one you see up there on the right side, and I could not switch to something else until the whole match finished, and I was able to switch to a kit from the same category, of course, because that's what the devs told us. If not, it would have been unfair. In presets, we had multiple classes, and we had to choose our gear set based on what map we would go for, and the devs informed us all the time about that. They didn't want an unbalance there. There were plenty of gear sets to choose from, even within the same row, and I loved to see so much variety. For some kits, the ammo was bad, for some the weapon or the body armor, or maybe both. Obviously, if you want to be competitive, and if you want to win, you will choose what's best for you, or you will go with your main account. But I believe for the casual player, having such variety is awesome. And you see, I could ramble only about presets and main menu for like 2 hours, so let's move on to the next topic, in-game visuals and performance. And I will combine my footage with the freshly released gameplay trailer. Once you pick the team and get into the game, you stand before a closed door and you can quickly switch keybinds for meds or add new ones for a potential frag, for example, but you don't have a lot of time. The door opens and you get onto the map searching for other players or going for the side objective, which honestly we did not. We went head on for PvP. I did not find a forbidden area, nor got such a timer, something like you cannot enter the enemy spawn and, like in other games. And I have not tried to jump out of the map. I did not have time for that. The game was very responsive and there was no lag, no stuttering, nor other performance problems, so our game build was very stable. We only played 2 different modes, shootout, where you have to fight different teams until you reach victory. It's a bit more complicated than that, and team fight, which is basically team deathmatch. The maps we played were very small in comparison with the full maps, but not too small so that you die spawning, for example, like in Call of Duty Shipment. We did not know the map, so it took us a bit to understand the layout and where players were coming from, but learning the map layout took nothing, and the next raid we kinda knew what to expect. It's a different thing killing the enemy though. Bad weapon, bad gear, or bad ammo, and having someone like Glorious in the enemy team makes the situation not easy. But I found myself having a lot of fun during the intense gameplay moments. In shootout, you have to wait until the other teams fight, so you can enter observer or spectator mode by pressing 0 and watch and learn tactics and the map. You also can toggle between players, and you can watch in real time from above what the tactics, what the other teams are doing, you know. So remember, we've seen this in the trailer, what looked to be AI looking down at the fight. Maybe they will add a mode like that, but those were not AI. Those were actually players waiting for their turns. Something similar to the Gulag in Call of Duty. The spectator mode is also available after you die. After the first two teams fights, it's your turn to try, and if you manage to win, you keep fighting in mode shootout, yeah? You keep fighting until you win the final match. Team Deathmatch was faster because you did not have to wait for your turn, and the times between the raids were not long either. A point I want to highlight is the responsiveness of the spectator mode. I tried so many games where switching between players took forever or did not work, but this one worked perfectly for that build. Definitely a plus point for the devs. One change I would do: after the start timer ends and you get to run on the map, I would increase the speed of the opening door to prevent players running into them like you see here, but that's just a minor issue. Team members were very easy to recognize all the time. Granted, you knew which team you were in. The game assigns you a team color at the beginning, but in case you missed the notification, you can check the colors of your armband in the inventory. And after playing some matches and after changing my keybinds, the mouse sensitivity and all that, I managed to get 1 or 2 kills, stay together with my team and win a couple of matches. So overall, the game was very refreshing, fun and easy to play. What counted a lot though is having played a lot of Tarkov before and knowing how the game works. I imagine the learning curve for Arena will be a bit steeper for someone who has not played Tarkov at all. The bigger map we played was big enough to choose the sniper or marksman gear, so I am pretty sure not only SMGs and assault rifles can lead you to victory. Granted, you are effective with your shots. The map was not too big though, and we did not have to search too much for the last player alive. During my gameplay session, I did not feel inertia to be as punishing as in the game. I was able to play just fine with my character and I did not feel the consequences of the player being too fast or stopping quickly and so on. But it is possible that our build was tweaked like this. I honestly forgot to ask about the inertia and realized I should have done that because this is an important feature and a lot of you guys know about this, but I will hopefully do this in the future. At the end of the session, we had the Q&A with Nikita, which I will roll in a second. The devs came to each and one of us and asked for feedback. Did you feel comfy playing the small maps? How was the 3 versus 3 shootout mode? What do you think of the bigger map? And stuff like that. So, rolling the Q&A now and wrapping the video up afterwards.
So, okay, if you have any more questions, I will answer. No questions?
Yeah.
Can I ask? You can use, so eventually you will be able to use your main account, so you have a custom preset. So you could be, yeah, whatever. Again, like, most likely there will be some specific game modes limited to presets, because literally if you have your own, like, I don't know, top tier preset that you created from EFT, it could be too much, yeah. So most likely it will be some specific game mode only for custom presets or only for meta score or something. So it's still in development right now. What else?
In which form is Arena tied to Escape from Tarkov the game? Will you be able to pull games from your weapons from your game, from Escape from Tarkov, and use them in Arena and otherwise?
The linkage between accounts will be like this. First of all, you will be able to use your main character, create presets, and use them in Arena. That's the first thing. The second, you'll be able to play with the presets or like with the basic presets or your own custom presets, earn rewards and transfer them to your main account, like this.
Okay.
Also the EFT will have some specific items. So, like, if you even don't have the arena, you will have a chance to loot some specific items which will be usable in arena. For example, presets, cards. So the idea, like, between presets is like cards in Magic the Gathering. So you can find such card, such preset, and use it in arena. So the loot, will contain this kind of items.
Okay.
How you will make money in arena? Only by winning, or?
Yes, of course you must win. If you lose, you will lose money eventually.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like you, for now we're thinking about that the unranked matches. This is the option for you to earn rubles. But the ranked matches you will earn the glory points or reputation points. Yeah.
Will the matchmaking system be separate from the rank system, or will you only fight against your rank?
The matchmaking will be like suitable and focused on your rank. So it will be around your rank. So it doesn't like the random. It will be the matches between like similar ranks. Something like that.
Is the rank going to be with wins or KD?
Once more?
Like the rank system, is it going to be with only wins or is it with the KD? Like ranking system, no doubt.
Or with more?
I need to.
Is it the wins that matters or is it the
Wins, yes.
So not kills?
Not kills.
Does it play any role? Does skills play any role at all?
Not so much.
Okay, so
We can work this out.
Okay.
And add some influence kills.
It's not final.
Yeah, it's not final because literally we need to make the beta testing. Because it's like we decided to make it like so professional, so precise in terms of esports and everything. We need to test it with a wide audience. So yeah.
Apart from winning and playing arena, are there rewards for people who win, like badges and stuff like that?
Yes, we think that the rewards could be not only rubles but also loot boxes and rare presets, rare cards too. Again, it's like I think that we will work out. It could be one use, it could be 100 use, it could be like a time-based thing, it could be like temporary thing, like or permanent, like different.
What is the tick rate going to be for the servers?
Tick rate is much higher than the tick rate of servers. Because literally the performance is way better than EFT because these locations are small and the server locations are small too. The FPS on the servers will be much higher, so it will be more precise in every way. What else?
Can you earn in arena something for Tarkov itself, like armbands or clothes?
Again, if you use your own preset, you can use everything you want.
I mean, when I play arena a lot and I make something good, something special.
I see, the rewards from arena. Yes,
yeah.
Of course. So we eventually will have Hall of Fame in the hideout. So we will earn rewards and place some kind of cups and everything, tournament rewards in there. So yeah.
But do you have to really try hard arena to get a reward? Like you
Of
have
course.
to play 12 hours a day?
Of course. If you need to try hard, you need to die a lot, you need to suffer. That's the reason.
That's the rule. From the feedback you got from the professionals who played arena, what did they say? Is it compatible? Did they give you advices? What?
Yes, of course. In general, they said it's like it's really good. In general, like they said that we have a potential to play it professionally, and they gave us like a huge list of changes that we need to do. Okay, like not need to do. They like want us to do something. And of course, yeah, we will use something, their feedback and change. Yeah, like, it's always a good thing to have a feedback like this from a professional.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's your nickname or name?
This is it? I think the influencers. we'll get an opportunity to play earlier, I guess. But who knows, who knows, yeah. Again, we need to, like the mass of players, we need more players to test. So, this year. This year for sure we will start the beta testing for sure. It's still like you play the build with a lot of changes are in there. So we still need to do things, to polish things, optimize more and everything. So yeah, the build that we will test, beta test, it will differ in a good way, of course. And it will be this year.
And you think it will be released in waves, first for streamers, influencers, and
yes, most likely it will be released in waves. We'll see. Like we need to cover the mass of players enough to test all the things. So.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Final thoughts. So I loved it. I loved the test session and also the good company of everybody, devs, other content creators or crew members. I honestly thought it will not be my thing because of being too fast, but I found it to be adequate for my skills and my game/map knowledge. So I believe we will get into it very fast, some more than others, and there will be some who will pass because there are players out there who enjoy looting and exploring way more than killing. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to sub and do not forget to leave a like, to leave a comment and to share the video. I will catch up with you guys in the next video or on Twitch, where I stream on Sundays and in the evenings EU time as soon as I get back from work. God bless. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.